Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, Wasp Archery, and Realtree.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland Show. It's the afternoon of November 9th. Decided to set up in this little pinch point. We got bedding areas up and down the edge of this draw, and it drops off real steep behind us. CRP and corn out in front of us, so it's a good spot to catch cruising bucks. One of the bucks that we're looking for in here tonight is a 9-pointer that I actually had an encounter with in past, back in October. The more encounters that we have with him, the more I think that he's actually a mature deer with just a smaller rack. And without a lot of our hitless bucks showing up on camera here lately, he's really the only target buck that I feel like we got a chance to kill. So there is one other buck that did show up that we had one series with this summer. It was just one series of pictures, but it's a buck that we call Wishbone. There was one daylight picture of him just on the other side of the cornfield here a few days ago, but other than that, really the only mature buck we've been seeing is that 9, so with any luck he'll come through here tonight and we can punch my Iowa tag. We'll see what happens. I can't get him there.
Man.
So that was that 9-pointer I was talking about that I had passed earlier this season. I seen a deer coming down through the point back there, so I got up, got my bow ready and everything. It would have been a lot easier had he come right out in front here, but he kind of turned and cut back behind the tree. But I had one lane there I could get a shot off. I never ranged back there, but I guessed it for 20. I don't know, I have to range in here and see what it is, but I shot right under them. That's a bummer. Just have to keep after it, I guess. We've seen that deer numerous times the last couple days. So, with any luck, maybe we can get back on him or another one.
Hello and welcome to Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland. It's the morning of November 5th, and it's a good, cool, crisp morning. It's about 30 degrees. We got a northwest wind, and we're set up on a creek bed again this morning. This will be my first sit down in here for the year. We're hoping that these deer come out of these ag fields, go into their bedding is why we're set up in here this morning. I have one big 9-pointer on this farm with a couple kickers, and he's a good looking deer. It'd be nice to see him. There's also a deer down here that I got pictures on the very north end of this farm that I think I've had him a couple years, and he's really old. He's not going to score anything, but he's a big bodied. I called him Flat Top a couple years ago. he showed back up on cameras on that side of the farm, so I don't know if he'd be down here this far or not. We're sitting here this morning, and hopefully bring you guys some good action. Well, we just had an encounter with that Kicker 9 is what I was thinking about calling him, so I'm going to stick with it. I was just sitting here. I just got done doing the rattling sequence probably, I'd say 20 minutes to a half hour ago, and just looked up on the other side of this creek bank, and he was working his way through here. He was about, 50 yards there, and he done a scrape under. Put on a good little show doing the scrape, and then he was about right around 40 yards, and I kept ranging him, and I was wanting him to get into that 30 to 35 yard range, and then all of a sudden he just turns and goes up the creek, and then I done a grunt, and he was coming right back down to the creek where I thought he might cross, and that would have been right at 33 yards is what I was ranging, the two spots. And then all of a sudden he looks up the hill to the north of us, and you can hear a four-wheeler UTV coming down the hill. And sure enough, the farmer come through. I know he has his combine up there on that other ag field, so I don't know if that's what they're planning or if they're checking fences or what they're doing, but he came in like he was coming on a line to us, and just froze whenever that UTV came down, and he took off back up over the hill here. So I mean, that's a bummer. I mean, that's part of it. I also give you an update that the number one buck that I was going after on my farm, he got shot this morning and taken out. It's a big 12-pointer. Been a tough morning so far, I'd say. Not to seal a deal on this 9-pointer and to have one of the biggest bucks on my farm get taken out. So we'll keep hunting here. It's still early in the rut, so hopefully we can bring you some action.
Well, hello and welcome to Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland. Today is Saturday, November 23rd, and it's the morning hunt here. It's just a little bit after 7. And Brad and I are sitting up in a tree that, in an area that I've been hunting quite a bit. We've just been seeing a lot of deer. We just haven't been seeing the right one. I know there's got to be a good mature buck in here. This is the farm we was hoping to encounter the white 8, but at this point, I'm not real sure if the white 8's even alive right now. But I've had a pretty tough season so far. The temperature's about 30 degrees. We got a really light wind at west to southwest, which sets up pretty good for this stand. So that's why we're in here again. But as you can probably see, it's pretty overcast this morning. But hoping that it'll be a good morning. Like I said, it's a time where those mature bucks ought to be coming off those does and looking for the last few that are in estrus. So that's what we're hoping for this morning. We got an ag field to the south, and then just bedding basically all the way around us from the east and west here. So we're hoping it's a good morning. We got our fingers crossed, and we're going to sit back and enjoy it. Body deer there. Might be a doe up there with him now. Well, it's about 20 till 10 here, and I really haven't been able to give you an update until now. We've had three or four small bucks come through, and then I got a pretty good look at that deer. I believe it was the white 8. He actually came in and bedded down. I say about 60 yards. He ended up bedding down behind a big oak tree that I couldn't see him, but Brad, I think, was filming him the whole time. If that is the white 8, I'll have to go back and look at it. I'm pretty sure it's the white 8. This is the same tree that we had the encounter with him last year, and we've been after that deer for 3 to 4 years now, and he's just kind of wearing us out. We're gonna probably sit in here for a while longer and see if that buck will move back down through here. Hopefully he does. I guess we'll find out. Well, it's right around 10:30, and I think Brad and I decided we're gonna go ahead and get down out of here. All in all, it's a pretty darn good morning. It's kind of sad to say that it's the 23rd November, and that was the first mature buck that I had even close to, actually, even lay eyes on, really, when I've been hunting. So that was a plus, and I'm pretty sure it was the white 8 that Brad and I's been talking, that he wasn't 100% sure if it was or not. I just not sure now, but we'll go back and take a look at it and see if it was him or if it was another mature buck in here that looks real similar to him. But either way, I was gonna shoot that deer if he gave me an opportunity, but he just didn't, as luck would have it. But anyway, we'll stay after it here. Brad will be up in the tree here this afternoon, and hopefully we'll be able to get one on for him. And with that, thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland.